All right, everyone, buckle up. We're about to take a deep dive into something that might surprise you.
It's not as boring as it sounds.
No, not at all. Today, it's all about fiber and its role in weight loss.
We're going to unlock some secrets about fiber, stuff you might not know.
Yeah, we're going to be looking at this article, Unlock the Power of Fiber, 5 Proven Ways to Speed Up Weight Loss.
It's full of good stuff.
And whether you're trying to lose a little weight yourself or just curious about how food impacts our bodies, this deep dive is for you.
It's for everyone.
Because it turns out fiber is like this secret weapon for feeling full and satisfied.
And it even helps burn more calories.
More calories burned. Okay, I'm already intrigued.
So first off, what exactly is dietary fiber? Well, it's a type of carbohydrate, but here's the thing. Our bodies can't fully digest it.
So it's a carb that doesn't spike our blood sugar.
That's exactly it.
Interesting.
And that's where its weight loss power comes in.
I see.
Think about it. You eat a big bowl of white pasta.
Love pasta.
And an hour later, you're starving.
Yep, been there.
But if you have a meal with whole grains and veggies, you're good for much longer.
That's true. I do feel more energized after a meal with lots of veggies.
Right. That's the fiber working its magic. It slows down digestion, keeps you feeling full, and prevents those energy crashes that make you crave snacks.
So it's like a built-in snacking defense system.
You got it, helping you stay on track with your goals.
So how does it actually work? Like inside our bodies?
Well, when you eat fiber, it doesn't break down like other carbs.
Okay.
It kind of stays intact, bulking up your food.
Takes up space.
Yeah, exactly. And since it takes longer to digest, you feel fuller for longer and naturally eat less.
Okay, that makes sense. You mentioned burning more calories, though. How does that work?
It's really cool, actually. Digesting fiber takes more energy than digesting simple carbs.
Yeah.
So your digestive system is working harder, meaning you burn a few extra calories in the process.
So it's like a mini workout for our guts.
Love that. And here's another bonus. Fiber acts as a prebiotic.
I've heard that word.
It means it feeds the good bacteria in your gut, which is great for digestion and can help reduce bloating.
So it's win-win, weight loss, and better gut health.
Right. And to help you harness that power, this article lays out 5 key strategies to get more fiber in your diet.
Lay it on me, I'm ready.
The first one's all about starting strong.
Okay.
Fiber-rich breakfast.
Right, breakfast is important. Sets the tone for the day.
It really does. So imagine starting your day with a big bowl of oatmeal. It's packed with soluble fiber, which, as we've learned, stabilizes blood sugar and keeps you feeling full.
I do love oatmeal.
And did you know oats have a special type of fiber called beta-glucan?
Don't think so.
It's been linked to improved cholesterol levels.
Wow, really? That's good news for me. I'm an oatmeal fan.
For sure. But what if oatmeal isn't your thing? There are other great options.
Like what?
Chia seed pudding. Super easy to make you soak chia seeds overnight, and they're full of fiber and omega-3s.
Chia seeds. Okay.
And if you're into smoothies, toss in some spinach, berries, or even ground flaxseed for a fiber boost.
Well, I do love a good smoothie. Lots of possibilities.
So we've got breakfast covered. Strategy number 2 is about making simple swaps.
Yeah, swaps.
Yeah, choosing whole grains over refined grains whenever you can.
Got it. Like whole wheat bread instead of white bread.
Exactly.
Brown rice instead of white rice.
You've got it. It's a simple change that can make a big difference in how full and energized you feel.
Makes sense.
And here's another swap. Quinoa. Choose that as a side dish instead of, say, couscous or white pasta.
Quinoa, right.
It's a complete protein A&D packed with fiber, so it's super satisfying.
I'm liking all these easy swaps.
They're really easy to do. And speaking of fitting things in, let's talk about legumes.
Legumes? Yeah. Like beans and lentils.
Precisely. Imagine if you could get rid of stubborn fat and support weight loss in a simple and healthy way while you are at home. You can find out by visiting https://rebrand.lifesolutionweightloss or by clicking on the link in the description of this podcast. They're packed with protein and fiber and can be used in so many ways.
Okay.
Add black beans or chickpeas to salads, make hearty soups and stews with lentils, or roast chickpeas for a crunchy snack.
Roasted chickpeas, yum.
Right. And strategy number 4 is all about those colorful friends we all know and love.
Fruits and veggies, I knew it.
You can't go wrong with them. They're not just for vitamins and minerals, you know. They're naturally high in fiber A and D water, which means you feel fuller on fewer calories.
Double win.
Exactly. Berries are a great choice because they're high in fiber and relatively low in sugar. Apples and pears are good too, especially if you eat the skin. And don't forget those cruciferous veggies, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts.
Okay, so far we've got fiber-rich breakfasts, swapping to whole grains, adding legumes, and loading up on fruits and veggies. I'm feeling good. What's the final strategy?
This last one is all about making sure that fiber can actually do its job properly. And for that, we need to talk about hydration.
Water. I know fiber absorbs water, but why is that important for weight loss?
It's all about the environment in your digestive system. When fiber absorbs water, it expands, creating this gel-like substance. This helps things move along smoothly, preventing constipation.
So it's like the fiber is the star player, but water is the essential teammate.
Exactly. They work together. Without enough water, fiber can actually cause bloating and discomfort. Not helpful.
Okay, so how much water should we be drinking?
Aim for at least 8-10 glasses per day. And herbal teas and broth-based soups count too.
Nice. So I have a question. Can we just rely on fiber supplements to hit our daily target?
That's a good question. While supplements can be helpful, they shouldn't replace whole foods.
Like a backup plan, but whole foods are the main event.
Precisely. You get a symphony of nutrients from whole foods, not just fiber, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, the whole package.
It's like listening to a whole orchestra instead of just one instrument.
Exactly. Much richer experience for your body. So is there a magic number for how much fiber we should be aiming for each day?
Like a specific number.
The general recommendation is 25 grams for women and 38 grams for men. But it can vary, based on your activity level, your health, all that.
Right, right. It's always good to check with a healthcare professional or a registered dietitian for personalized advice.
Absolutely. They can help you figure out what works best for you.
Now, this article has a great FAQ section. One question that comes up a lot is how to increase fiber intake without, any digestive issues.
That's a common concern. The key is to gradually increase your fiber intake. Don't go from 0 to 100 overnight.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Exactly. Start with a few extra grams per day and slowly increase it as you go.
And lots of water along the way.
Absolutely. Hydration is essential for preventing discomfort.
Okay, makes sense. Another question they address is the difference between soluble and insoluble fiber. Can you explain that?
Sure. It's pretty straightforward. Soluble fiber dissolves in water.
Okay.
It forms that gel-like substance we talked about earlier, slows down digestion, helps you feel full. It can even lower cholesterol and regulate blood sugar.
Wow, a multitasker. So
Yeah.
what about insoluble fiber? What does it do?
Well, insoluble fiber doesn't dissolve in water.
Oh, interesting.
Instead, it adds bulk to your stool, helping things move through your system more efficiently. Great if you struggle with, constipation.
Got it. So soluble fiber keeps us full, and insoluble keeps things moving smoothly. They're a great team.
That's right. And luckily, most plant-based foods have both types of fiber, so you get the best of both worlds.
Perfect. I feel like I'm finally understanding how fiber works in our bodies. It's amazing how it can impact so many things.
It's all about making these small changes that add up to big results in the long run.
Exactly. And speaking of impact, let's talk about the long-term benefits of a high-fiber diet. Now we're talking. Beyond weight loss, it's been linked to a reduced risk of all sorts of chronic diseases. Heart disease, type 2 diabetes, even some cancers.
Seriously. So just upping our fiber intake could potentially protect us from these major health problems down the line.
Exactly. Simple change, but potentially life-changing results. It's never too late to start.
That's inspiring. I gotta say, I'm feeling pretty motivated to up my fiber game after learning all of this.
Me too.
Ah.
It's incredible how such a basic thing like fiber can make such a difference. Now, before we move on to our final part, I want to remind our listeners about the incredible opportunity to transform their weight loss journey with a simple and healthy approach. Imagine if you could get rid of stubborn fat and support weight loss in a simple and healthy way while you are at home. You can find out by visiting https://rebrand.lifesolution-weightloss or by clicking on a link in the description of this podcast. Now let's continue our deep dive into the world of fiber. We'll be right back after a quick moment. Welcome back, everyone. We're in the middle of our deep dive into the world of fiber, and I'm already seeing it in a whole new light.
It's pretty amazing stuff.
Right. We've talked about the science and some easy strategies to get more fiber in our diets.
And how it's about so much more than just weight loss.
Yeah, that's what I want to touch on for a minute. You mentioned that earlier.
Absolutely. It's like a ripple effect, impacting all areas of your health.
I like that. So, beyond helping us manage our weight, what else does fiber do?
Well, we've talked about gut health, but it also plays a crucial role in regulating blood sugar levels. That helps prevent energy crashes and cravings.
Makes sense. And what about those long-term benefits? You mentioned a lower risk of chronic diseases.
Exactly. Studies show a high-fiber diet is linked to a reduced risk of heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, even certain cancers.
Wow, that's incredible. Just by increasing our fiber intake, we can potentially protect ourselves from these serious health issues.
It's true. It's like building a shield against some of the most common health challenges we face today.
Love that analogy. Really highlights how important fiber is.
It really is. And the best part is, it's not about some crazy restrictive diet.
Yeah.
It's about simple, enjoyable changes you can make for a healthier, happier you.
And it's a journey. We don't have to change everything overnight. Just start with small, sustainable changes.
Exactly. Like swap your afternoon snack for a piece of fruit and some almonds, or toss some lentils into your next soup. Every little bit helps.
And speaking of little bits counting, I want to remind our listeners about the incredible opportunity to transform their weight loss journey with a simple and healthy approach. Imagine if you could get rid of stubborn fat and support weight loss in a simple and healthy way while you are at home. You can find out by visiting https://rebrand.lifesolutionweightloss or by clicking on the link in the description of this podcast. It's about finding what works for you and making gradual changes you can stick with.
That's a great point. It's not about perfection, it's about progress.
So true.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up our deep dive today, I want to leave everyone with a question.
A good one.
What small change can you make today to add more fiber to your diet?
Maybe it's choosing whole grain bread for your sandwich, or adding some berries to your yogurt, even having roasted veggies with dinner.
It's all about taking that first step.
Yeah.
And you don't have to do it alone. There's so many resources out there, like registered dietitians and online groups.
They can offer support and guidance along the way. And don't underestimate the power of knowledge. The more you know about fiber and its benefits, the more you'll want to make it a priority.
Knowledge is power, for sure. So keep learning, keep trying new things, and keep embracing that amazing power of fiber.
We hope this deep dive has inspired you to start your own fiber journey towards a healthier and happier you.
Absolutely. Until next time, everyone, happy fibering. And we're back. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty fiber-powered after that last segment.
Right. It's amazing how much there is to learn about this stuff.
I know. Okay, so we've talked about the science behind fiber, how to get more of it in our diets.
And how it's not just about weight loss.
Yeah, let's circle back to that. It's like a bonus round of benefits.
Totally. So we've talked gut health, but fiber is also key for keeping those blood sugar levels in check.
Right, which helps with those energy crashes and cravings. But what about those long-term benefits you mentioned before, like reducing the risk of chronic diseases?
That's where things get really interesting. Studies show that a high-fiber diet is linked to a lower risk of heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, even certain types of cancer.
Seriously. So just by upping our fiber intake, we could be protecting ourselves from some pretty major health problems in the future.
You got it. It's like building a protective shield against some of the most common health challenges we face.
I like that. So it's not just about feeling good now, it's about setting ourselves up for a healthier future.
Exactly. And the best part is it doesn't have to be complicated.
Right. It's not about deprivation or crazy diets.
It's about finding what works for you, making simple swaps, and enjoying those delicious high-fiber foods.
It's a journey, not a race. Just
Yeah.
take it one step at a time.
Absolutely. Speaking of which, I want to remind our listeners about the incredible opportunity to transform their weight loss journey with a simple and healthy approach. Imagine if you could get rid of stubborn fat and support weight loss in a simple and healthy way while you are at home. You can find out by visiting https://rebrand.lifesolutionweightloss or by clicking on the link in the description of this podcast. What small change are you going to make today to add more fiber to your diet?
Ooh, good question. Maybe it's as simple as grabbing a piece of fruit for a snack or adding some beans to your dinner. It's all about those small wins.
Totally. And remember, you don't have to do it alone. There are tons of resources out there to help you, like registered dietitians or online groups.
Support systems are key. And hey, knowledge is power too, right?
Right. The more you know about fiber and how amazing it is, the more you'll be motivated to make it a part of your life.
I know I am. Well, folks, it looks like we've reached the end of our fiber deep dive.
We hope you've enjoyed the journey and learned a thing or two along the way.
Absolutely. And we hope you're feeling inspired to embrace the power of fiber and make it a part of your journey towards a healthier and happier you.
Until next time, everyone, stay fiberlicious.
And keep on diving deep.